Good evening, everybody. Welcome to BadBoys TV. These guys are getting right to it. A couple minutes early, that was Ong Vang that just broke the balls. He's got a Fargo rating of 591. His opponent, who just walked up to the table, is Kue Xiong, and he's got a Fargo rating of 583. So
pretty evenly matched.
Pretty evenly matched players. They're playing an even race to 6. That was pretty nice safety.
Well, he does have a cut shot here.
I don't know if he can see enough to cut it or not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he probably does. Well, okay, yeah, looking out at the table now, I can see, yes, he does. I had to look around my monitor. It's like, oh, there's a much better
view. That's so exhausting when you have to look around the monitor. Gosh, the hazards of this job, I'll tell you.
I should get hazard pay for that. Anybody that knows me knows. Could probably win a court case there. Fall out of this chair.
Well, he either rolled too far or not quite far enough, I guess, for this an easy shot on the cue ball.
Got a bit of a back cut on this too, and then it's sending the cue ball into all that traffic. So I almost like banking. I'll tell you what, I almost like playing safety. I mean, if it was me, I think I'm just about playing safe. You got that wall of balls you can put.
I think he can cut it and hold it without going into all those.
Okay, he banked it.
Takes it once back. Oh, he's not going to.
Man, didn't really get rewarded.
Can't tell. It's close. From his body language, it sure doesn't look like he.
It's so tough. In 9-ball on a bar table, you just want to shoot. You don't want your opponent at the table because bad stuff can happen.
Yeah, these small spaces, you know.
Yep.
So many
kicks
things
become easier. And
look at this. Oh, nice try. Almost made it.
Case in point.
Well, my guess is he's going to probably try to play this all the way down. Although he does have a shot on the side. But that would leave a kind of a weird angle for the 4, you would think.
I think he can just roll it in and hold for the 4. Well, okay, he played 3 rails for shape.
This is what I meant. Like if taking the side, it just leaves a little bit of a funky angle on the 4 to get to the 5. Probably gonna back cut this into the side, I think.
Yeah, I think he'll. Getting on the 5 is going to be the tough thing.
Nicely done there. He's going to hit some traffic up there. I can feel a safety coming on here. Going to probably try to leave the cue ball behind that 9-ball, I would think. Well, that's what he tried to do, but cut a little piece of both of them. The big question is the 6-9 lined up or not?
It looks pretty close.
I don't think there's much space between them. Yeah,
I think he's going to have to cut the 6 a little bit, but
well, you really don't have much of a choice but to try it here at least. So.
Yeah, I'm going for it. Okay, he went right straight into. Oh. He concentrated so much on the combo, he forgot.
He's just Well, I guess we'll just let that one go.
Yeah, he forgot about the cue ball.
Well, he also started to grab the 8-ball and move it off the table like he was sweeping the table, and the game's not quite over yet. Well, and Ong goes ahead and takes
advantage of that well, don't want to call it a miscue, but the unfortunate scratch, and takes a 1-0 lead.
Well, I think what ended up happening there was he was so focused on the combo that he didn't really think about the cross side scratch.
He just turned the cue ball loose.
Yeah. And he didn't really hit it that hard either. Just cue ball just found its way. Ooh. Well, he's dim on the 1 ball, but there is... He could, of course, go ahead and...
might see our first push out.
Yeah, shoot a push out. You gotta be kind of careful how you do it, though, because there is sort of a 9-ball carom shot that could come into play here. Kind of really thinking about what he wants to do.
Well, we'd like to send our best wishes to Cliff Joyner. Just got word that he had a stroke today. And so
absolutely best
wishes and prayers to you, Cliff. Get well. Guess he was actually playing Francisco Bustamante on the stream table when it happened. So if we hear any more news, we'll keep our viewers updated out there. But that's really a...
Yeah, that's a shocking development.
What's that?
Well, it looks like a fairly straightforward table here.
Alright, so Gennaro's headed out to help some players that needed a referee. Well, Kue has a pretty nice shot here on the 5. He's just got that side pocket becomes huge. And he's able to roll it in. Hasn't left himself easy on the... Hasn't left himself an easy shot on this 7, though. And as often happens, try to do a little too much and you end up leaving a ball in hand for your opponent. So, Ong Vang looks like he's going to take advantage of this golden opportunity. He pockets this 9, which I'd say he's a favorite to do so. And he did. He takes a 2-0 lead. How'd you get them all straightened out over there?
Oh, just a matter of a potential forfeit situation, so had to put somebody on the clock.
Oh.
The old 15 minutes.
People. So in a couple more games, Gennaro might have to leave again.
In 15 minutes, if I disappear, you'll know where I went.
That's right.
Oh, that was a good break. Cue ball finds a way.
Past somebody's bedtime, they just couldn't make it to a 9 o'clock match.
Maybe so. Well, this is the 2018 BCA CSI Wisconsin State Championships here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Beautiful town here.
First day of action here, and got lots of great pool lined up for you all the way through Sunday. We have this 9-ball event, and then tomorrow 10-ball starts in. We have some Scotch doubles lined up for you, then some 8-ball singles
tomorrow too.
and team.
Yep, tomorrow at 6 we start the Scotch doubles 8-ball and the 10-ball.
If you're one of the 70 million people under a winter storm warning out northeast,
Huddle in.
You got hopefully you'll be able to maintain your power and
Huddle it, yeah. Get your computers charged now because you don't want to miss out on any pool. If it's too much snow to get to the pool hall, well, we'll bring the pool hall to you. Wow.
You got away with that one a little bit. That
you have to
little dance with the cue ball.
Looked like he was dead behind the 9, and they did a little dance and let him see it. Not an easy shot on his 7, though.
He made it.
Wow.
Lined up pretty nice for the 8.
Yeah.
He's just got to float down.
He's little... Looks like he's drawn.
No, he's going to follow.
Okay.
Got
to put a pretty good stroke. A lot can happen on a shot like that when you got to really stroke it.
You know, that cross corner scratch is there.
No, don't be...
Just saying. He drew it this time. He wasn't taking any chances on that one. So
I was going to say, what about the cross side? Avoiding that one. All right, so who gets on the board? Cuts the lead in half.
Well, assuming he can catch a piece of that one ball.
Yeah, I think he can.
Looking at it close. Has to play
Might have to curve in there just a little bit.
Has to play reasonable shape for that too. Just get
I
out
was
enough.
gonna say, yeah. What kind of shots he gonna?
Oh, well.
That was nice. He came into that forward.
On second thought, that's what I would have done too.
Well, on our video screen, we can't get down and see what kind of angle
it's
he
not
had,
exactly.
But that was
Always easy to see the exact angles. But that was a nice shot.
Very nice shot. Okay, I liked his position there on the 3 because now he's naturally coming up. Now you want to leave yourself an angle because you got to get all the way down there for the 5.
Well, I think the tough part is holding it so you don't have too much angle, but he did that nicely too.
Yeah, he's perfect.
He did that nicely.
Now you just want to avoid that 8 and 9. He's looking at staying above him. You better not go past center table if you're going to stay above him. Okay, he's fine.
Yeah, he did that very nicely.
Yeah, that was... He's played a little, you can tell.
Pretty strong shape there. So this is Kue that is shooting now.
Kue Xiong.
Just gonna pull it back to where he's standing over there.
Ooh. And we'll just rub a little salt in that cut. Man.
Well, the fact that he
had to get over on the left side of the table for the 8.
Yeah, so he was trying to negotiate how much he should cut the ball, how much English to put on there, and avoid the scratch. And we saw the end result.
Yeah, had he made the 7, he probably would not have scratched.
Correct. Yeah, I think that's
one of those people go, oh, you scratched anyway, so it doesn't. Well. Okay.
Yeah.
Although missing the 7 and scratching is
definitely was not. That
was a lot better than making it and scratching it. Nicely done. He's got
those spot shots are tricky, man. I'll tell you.
Well,
you see,
players just don't shoot them that much anymore. There's not near the games that require them as there was in the past. So Ong Vang takes a 3-1 lead in this match, and he will have the break in game number 5. I believe Kenny said this was our last match on the stream table tonight. We'll be back with you tomorrow. Not positive on the time.
Potentially 9.
Potentially 9 if we have the manpower. Could be the 10 or 10:30 round. Well, somebody needs a referee. Clear at the other end of the room, Carol. So, apologize for the camera shaking, but the table that's holding our camera is on the same stage as we are. So, well, he got halfway over there and they decided, nah, we don't need you. They changed their mind. intimidated him into shooting another shot. The mere sight of you getting halfway across the room was just like, yo, I'm shooting something
This guy's
else.
not going to make it. We better just shoot something else here. I'll be making a trip over there in a couple of minutes anyway if that guy's opponent doesn't show up.
Well, I was thinking maybe that's what that was, but that must be on a different table.
Four balls. A little bit of a tricky spot, but
I think it'll go off the 8 or not. You know, it's like
they're sitting a little bit further. They're sitting a little bit further on the pocket than I think you would typically like it to play it off of the ball. So
you would like the cue ball to be a little higher, but I
have a feeling he's going to try to cut this ball.
I think he's more concerned about shape on the 5 than he is pocketing the 4 here.
He did play it off it.
Oh. And that was perfect.
Well, that worked out beautifully, didn't it?
Okay, I thought he was gonna have to pull up, but boy, that was a thing of beauty.
You'll have to excuse me for a moment. I think I'm going to have to go issue a forfeit, and I'll be right back.
Alrighty. So he's got this 7. Nothing too tricky here. And Ong looks to be set up nice for a 4-1 lead. That'll bring Kue Xiong to the table. He really needs to answer that with a break and run of his own. Down 4-1 in this race to 6. He doesn't want to get any further behind. You don't want to let your opponent get to the hill if you can help it. Funny things can happen when they need one game. Okay, he took a little off that break and nothing. He had about 3 balls all trying to get in the side pocket at once, and they all found the point. So Ong's got a 1-8 combo to get things started here. Okay, I think he's fine. He's made the 8, and don't believe the 1 is above the side pocket, although he's taking a pretty good look at it. He's got the 2 all the way down the other end of the table, so he'll come all the way up off this top rail and back down. Oh, he whiffed it. Totally whiffed it and scratched. Alright, so Kue gets the break he needed, and he's got ball in hand on the 1. Pretty wide open table. Really needs to take advantage of this if he can. like kind of drawing out of here 2 rails, which looks like what he's going to do. Makes it a little tougher. He's got to jack up. And he missed it. Well, he has not really played up to his ability, according to Fargo. Yeah, you don't want to get dead straight here. Okay, I think he's fine, though. He'll be able to use the side rail to spin down a little bit further forward on the side. And I see no problems here. Well, if you weren't paying attention, Gennaro snuck up. We can tell when you're back. You can't sneak up on here. I thought Keith McCready was coming into the booth there. The earthquake.
You know, it's not too many forfeits in this particular tournament, especially on the winter side. That was a weird one.
Yeah, because he had already played a match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, he played the first round.
Never know. Somebody misreads a bracket. Or
I've done it.
I always tell players, I don't trust, you look at the bracket and go, okay, if I win, I play here. If I lose, I play here. And it's like, ooh, he hung that 6. That would have put him on the hill if he could have got out there. But after my match, I always go and look it up and let the computer tell me exactly when I play,
Right.
what table I play.
Sure.
It's so easy to.
Well, especially I'm talking about back in the day when it was paper charts, and you would have to go and try to figure out before it moved you automatically, before they posted on the paper chart where you would go and you'd somehow misread it or something.
Especially going from the winner side to the one-loss side.
I'm older than I sound, Brad, so
Gennaro.
They used paper charts back in that day.
Gennaro's exaggerating. They carved it into the stone.
The stone tablets.
That's right. That's why they call him G, because they didn't want to have to spell out Gennaro.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
For my friends that are watching out in Oregon, if there's any of them out there, you show up here in Green Bay and it's like everything's green and yellow, and you're like, wow, a lot of Duck fans here. Then you realize, I walked into Walmart today and they had Green Bay Packer banners everywhere. Their signs were in the store were all green and yellow.
They are very ardent.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Fans.
It was pretty cool.
Well, I think I mentioned earlier, I'm from the Minneapolis area, so being a Viking fan is I'm undercover here in Green Bay.
I'm gonna make him wear a Viking jersey one day while we're here. Just we'll live stream that.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
See, nobody cares about my favorite team. They're not in this division.
Your favorite team is
for
way out on the other coast.
For years, they just were irrelevant. But we're back. I'm a Rams fan.
How'd the Vikings do against the Rams this year, Brett? I think they did okay, right? We don't want to talk about the Philadelphia playoff game, but other than that,
did they play?
Yeah, 4 ball's a little bit of a tester here when you factor in the shape and the shot. And he undercut it a little bit.
Yep, it's amazing how many times when a player misses, especially the amateur players, they hit the ball too thick. And so they undercut it instead of overcutting it. Well, he's looking at following forward and playing the 6 in the side.
Yeah, you would think that would be a pretty good option.
Which, yeah, you can control follow a lot. Control that cue ball and follow a lot easier than you can. He came up a little short.
Oof, wow.
He came up short.
Yeah, he's going to have to. I think he can drive through it, though. Go to the long rail and then come back out.
I almost like just shoot stop right there and accept that.
He might do that, too.
He's not cueing like that's what he's going to do.
It looks like he wants to drive through it. No.
Oh, wow, he stunned it over.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, it's a little hard to tell the exact angle that they have on some of these shots. Our perspective is essentially your perspective.
We're probably about 5 yards away from the table. And watching this match on the same computer screen.
Gosh.
In fact, a lot of our viewers probably have it up on a 70-inch HD TV, which BadBoys still has not provided me with. I keep hinting that I need a 70-inch HD TV here so I could...
That would be nice. Well, you got to think he's going to try to find some kind of safety here. I mean, he could try to kick it in, but gosh, that is the lower percentage option of all the choices here, I think.
Yeah. I like the safety here. Thin it. Oh, nicely done. Get to that top rail. Come on, baby.
Yeah, that's close enough. That makes it.
Yeah. I mean, does this bank go? Sure. But you got to hit it good.
Yeah, I can't imagine he's choosing cut here.
Well, he's playing safe. Yeah, that's so tough to thin a ball from that distance is so tough. Now, does the 8 go by the 9? If it does,
I don't think it does.
Well,
I don't think it does. I think he's got to do the combo here.
He looked at it. It's close. I think he's looking at it like it does. I think he's playing the 8, but we'll see. He got down and looked at it twice. Okay, you're ready to play the combo. He never really looked at the combo. When he walked over, he was looking to see if it went by.
Well, what a lot of shooters do is they look at the shot line, so the ball that they want to pocket, and then they imagine where, the line where the first ball as a part of the combo has to hit. So perhaps that's kind of the reverse engineering. It was sort of what was on his mind.
All of a sudden, we have a match here at 4-3 going to 6. 15, 20 minutes ago, Kue was sitting over in his chair, kind of like, well, it's just not my day. Nothing's really going right. And a couple games later, he's breaking, and
that's a pretty nice break there.
Got an opportunity to tie things up.
Oftentimes at 9-ball, getting the cue ball back to the middle of the table is an important thing. It's really important in this rack because pretty much almost every ball can be made from the middle of the table.
Yeah, I think the 8 ball is the only ball that doesn't go from the center of the table. Yeah, that's a good drill, is to shoot shots and play shape to the center of the table.
I'm just going to draw this back. Just speed control is very important on this shot. Yeah.
Yeah, the pocket spit it back out.
Just trying to drive through it a little bit, sort of. Is what got him. Interesting.
Boy, yeah, I don't think that's... I think that ball got away from him.
I was kind of wondering how he was going to come back out to the middle of how he might try to do that.
Yeah, he'd like to be playing that 3 into the side right there, but... Oh, I don't believe it goes by the 7. And
hard to say. I wouldn't think, but I'm thinking
he'll play a safety tuck, this cue ball like right in behind the 8.
Didn't quite get there, but
didn't get there.
Thinning the balls, it can sometimes be a little trickier than others. He's given this one a good hard look. They've both been playing reasonably fast-paced, but taking some extra time on this one.
Well, I think he can cut it up here in the upper left corner.
Well, if he makes this shot,
and
the rest of them should be... I think he's trying to figure out how to avoid a scratch here, too.
Yeah. Boy, he avoided it by missing the 3.
Yeah, sometimes that happens though. You're so intent on trying to figure out how to scratch it, you underplay the shot or something.
Yeah.
So instead of electing to try to play a carom or something, he decides to
try to play another safety, but he's not quite getting there.
The 5 balls is sitting in a little bit of a tricky spot though. So from where he is, he was
Yeah.
He definitely, you think he got away with it a little bit.
He's got a shot. He's going to have to go all the way up and back down, I think.
He overrode, I believe he...
Nice safety
there. Wow.
That's when you... Well, it was very nice. They had been kind of aggressive, and then all of a sudden, boom.
You can tell both of these guys are more experienced 9-ball players because they're sort of making decisions that, kind of lead you to believe that. For those keeping track at home, this is Ong that is shooting right now. He takes a kick at it and fouls.
Missed.
Well, Kue can play this in kind of in a number of ways. It's froze. You got up there. Oh. Well, stream for the moment at least appears like it's frozen. Working on trying to get that restored for you. Draw back around for the 9. Lines up perfect.
Well, sorry about that, folks.
Back to the live action.
Our feed froze and we had to try some redneck.
Oh, look at this. He goes for the 9 ball. Wow. Nice shot.
Had to try some redneck fixes, and thank goodness one of them worked. I don't know what else you call it. Unplug it, plug it back in, see if that works. Okay, so that was Ong that won that, right?
Yes.
And that puts him on the hill. And Kue now has the break.
Well, you have to think this would be
number 9.
He'd love to be able to make a ball here and maintain control because he doesn't want to let Ong back to the table if he doesn't have to. Oh, he almost scratched. Couldn't really see it, but the 8 ball basically was kept the keep off from scratching, and then the 8 ball got pocketed. So well, he got a combo.
It's not an easy combo, but there's really nothing else to shoot at.
As they used to say back when the felt was green, there's a lot of green in there, but
it's an ocean of blue now. Oh boy,
there might be a carom.
That's
a carom, right? I mean, I
don't think I would have shot it at that speed because you want
to separate the
you don't want to be leaving it for your opponent. Yeah. Well, Gennaro's off to. We're pulling double and triple duty here. Oh, they need him right here, so we'll get to see Gennaro in action. Experienced referee there stayed out of the camera shot. Kind of a small crew here. We got me and Gennaro and Kenny. And we're manning the tournament desk, doing the streaming, commentary, and refereeing. And they need a referee off to the side here. So we're staying busy here in Wisconsin. Or as I notice the people here call it Wisconsin. Okay, he's put that 1 in a pretty tough spot there. It doesn't look like it goes in the side. I think we'll be seeing a a safety coming up. Welcome back, Junior.
Thank you. One of those questions that come up every once in a while.
Is the 9-ball count on the rig?
No, a gentleman shot a ball and jumped the cue ball off the table. The cue ball stayed on the table, but the object ball went flying off.
Oh. Yeah.
So the question was, what happens?
Yeah, there we go.
And by BCACSI rules, that is a ball in hand foul.
Yep, any ball off the table, any ball on the floor is a foul.
And it's a down ball unless it's the 9-ball.
Yep, it would, holy smokes. So on our way from the tournament desk to the streaming arena here, we pass right by, they got a little mobile bar, and the gal tending the bar, I noticed she was shining up some wine glasses. And I said, wow, you're going to trust these guys with glass on a cement floor? I said, you're a brave young lady. She laughed.
Well, this is Ong at the table, and he's on the hill, so just a matter of trying to figure out what can I do here to manipulate this back to my favor.
I think he's going to play a safety here.
Doesn't look like an easily cuttable ball.
Oh, he went for it, and
three balls.
You know, the way the 3 was laying, I think I would have probably played safe, but
well, you could have pushed it over by to our long left rail there and kind of left the cue ball maybe even behind the 5, but
that's what I was thinking. He had the 6 to get the 2 behind and the 5 get the cue ball behind. But he chose the offensive version, and if he can bank this 3 in, hey, it was a great decision.
Well, he's a Fargo 591. That's a pretty good shooter, so maybe he likes to play a little more offensively.
Yeah, he got a little bit of a double kiss there. Anytime the 9-ball sitting in front of a hole like it is, you don't want to let your opponent to the table, and I know how he feels.
This is a straight in shot, and when I say straight, I mean straight in shot.
Well, he just wants to draw it straight back for the 5-9 combination, so.
In that particular case, I don't even know if I draw it. I just want to make sure I just hit that ball square as possible.
So if Kue can make this combination, he'll pull back within 1. Oh,
they both had a couple of cracks at the 9-ball here.
Rattled it. All right, this combination, or he may choose to shoot the carom, but this shot is for the match.
I think he's looking at the combination. I think he goes combination here.
He's looking at it. Just when I look up at the table, it looks like the 9 is kind of high, but yeah, on our monitor, it looks like a pretty easy combination. And he negotiates it well, doesn't scratch.
That's our match.
And that is the match. So,
well, that wraps up coverage for tonight, though.
This was a loser's side match. So, Ong Vang lives on to fight another day. And Kue will be looking forward to maybe some 10-ball tomorrow. Or possibly scotch doubles, or we'll see. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We really enjoyed having you, enjoyed bringing it to you. And we'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.